Okay, I had already cut some parts of the presentation. My idea is to focus just on the, make a summary of the challenges that were identified, and then that we make a discussion whether there are opportunities already, there are means already to collaborate to solve those challenges. I must say we could see some already, and then make some deliberations about next steps. Briefly about the challenges, I took note of each one of the organizations when they were presenting, but we can see that they're related to both, more than both. They are related to technology, they are related to cultural understanding, especially in the context of the Amazon region, related to management of care, what comes both to tools and and adhesion of like the caretakers or the family members to educational level of the patients and their caretakers, capacity building of the professionals dealing with the chronic care management, also in terms of awareness raising of the organizations and those involved, that they are aware of what telemedicine is and how to deliver it for, let's say, less complex to the more complex cases, and the adequate profiling of the patients. It's a need as well that has been presented. So these were from Brazil. For Vision de la Proveda, we see already some advance in terms of offering those, but still issues related to care coordination, adhesion to treatment, empowerment of patients and caretakers, offering of patient-centered care. In a way, these are terms that summarize also what are faced by the Brazilian case. Salud Madrid presented us, I must say, with quite good solutions to address these challenges. And I'll summarize then, for example, and these solutions I'm calling them here as a benchmark that can be like opportunities for knowledge exchange. And for example, this Kaiser model for profiling and monitoring of patients and care management, capacity building for healthcare professionals, and training of caretakers. I think like Manuel's presentation was quite clear in terms of the different layers that are evolving the model, and also what it takes care of. So one question that I'd like to put quickly to the participants and take into consideration the time. What are the best way to implement collaboration to solve the challenge presented? And by this, I'm asking, what are the mechanisms there in Brazil that, for example, could fund the collaboration? Katia has mentioned the CAPTA, and I took note of it. But are there others, and how the group here could consider establishing a collaboration to solve those challenges? And in doing also, when you are talking, I would like to ask if you can also express some order of priority, then what challenges are more important, and I think that can guide Soili and Adolfo when we are considering for they present the research and innovation alignment, what's being done, that can be an indication for them to focus. So putting the question, how you prioritize those challenges, and what are the best way to implement the collaboration to solve the challenges?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. I think here in Manaus, we have this opportunity to look for new funding by the industry that works here, because this capita is a kind of uh, funding that they have. The industry that works here has to put money inside, because they don't pay any kinds of imposts to the government to work here. So they have to put some money for research and development, and this funding we can get budget, showing them and presenting them new projects to develop them, and to have to do research, of course, and to develop new tools or new technologies in our kind of work. Of course, we work with health, we work with assistance, so we can look for new partners to have some funding by this money, this group, and with people with other institutions like you that has the experience, or maybe. So this is the second answer. The first one that you said is, what are our priorities? We said that we have to range, we have to be together with our patients that are so far away from us, and maybe we can use two tools. One of them is easier because we have, we have university here with Dr. Kleinaldo, and the university has some points of care of communication in other cities around Manaus, and we can use this infrastructure that they have yet. But the second one is not so easy. We think it's a good idea to develop a kind of app to use in cellular, that our patients and their family could have some communication with us. So maybe we can think in a project to develop a new tool in cellular or tablets, to maintain this communication by aplicativo, you know, now how would we call that this? So maybe one interest that can develop for us this app.
You are
Okay.
talking about like app for communication between patient and the healthcare team.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Maria, excuse me, I'd like to
Yeah.
propose something because we are running out of time. And I guess your proposal, it's okay. I think that's the way, but to proceed. But I would suggest to compile this presentation and return to each participant written so they can comment, they could add things and to return to us to get a bigger picture. And on the next workshop, we would start from this point. Okay, what we work, what we compiled, and to take some time for people to say, okay, it's not okay. And okay, that's something I'm proposing. And second, I'd like to propose that Sueli and Adolfo, they have the time to organize this second workshop. And they could start presenting us a kind of, what would I say, a platform. Let's call it an open platform that could accommodate all different kinds of demands, but it would be a basic construct, and starting discussing that on the next workshop. I think that would be something important, interesting to be done. And in the next, for the next workshop, it would be so important. It's to understand how the both Secon and Adriano Jorge, how they organize the research and how they are planning to work with Capita for funding projects. That would be something that could be presented as well, so we could understand more clearly what's the how to present the project, what the project should be like. It's a good presentation. So I think so. This issue should be the subject for the next workshop. If you agree, we can plan to do this together with Adolfo and Sueli.
For me, it's okay.
Yeah,
I think it's best to think about.
Okay, is it okay for you too, Adolfo?
yes, it is, of course. And I just need to present you how we do our research and what we can propose. Strictly from the point of view of research, because we are a research unit and nothing else. Okay, so I think it will be a good way to do things. Yeah.
Okay, so basically the proposal is we are going to continue next workshop, okay? And we start from this point. We clearly going to present again, once again, Maria is going to present, which were the common challenges, okay? And after discussing each participant and opportunities to exchange information and so on. Then to understand how the SECOM and Adriano Jorge is managing to establish their research units, innovation units, how they are to plan to fund the projects. And third, the platform. Okay, the platform, all we are dreaming, the platform that can accommodate different apps and things like that, okay? I can also provide some information about what we are doing on the project CareWell, because I think it's important, because there's something like mentioned case permanent. And the model of case permanent is already part of the solution, the Adriano Jorge, so things I'd like to explain. So, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I just continue here. You have also the representative, how to contact the representatives of each one of the organizations that are involved in the discussion. And thanks. I will send this to Rubens and he shares with the whole team.
Okay. Well, we are going to return to you the recording of this workshop, and we are going to be in contact. And remember that our next workshop will be next week. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, all right.
I just want to know what's the possibility to take the link to see again this meeting that was recording. How to get the record after what is recorded. How
Okay.
to,
Probably we will be sending it today in the afternoon. Okay? The recording.
Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem.
The workshop and the presentation. We kindly ask you, each one of you, to send the presentation for me or to Juliana, and we are going to distribute to everyone. Okay?
okay, thank you.
All right.
So,
Okay, thank you, Rubens.
we are 1 hour late, but I think it was worthy to be together. It was a good workshop and a lot more than I was expecting. And I was expecting much, but it surprised me positively. And I would like to thank every one of you for the time and for the collaboration, the speakers that presented. And it will be a pleasure to be together next week and perhaps several times more. Okay?
Expecting to see you next week.
Okay.
I think each one of us must think, how can I make the new way to the attention to the chronic Dr. Sidney, you can to make to teleconsultations with people 100,000 kilometers all over
Thank
the
you.
eh?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else like to say goodbye, say some last words?
Very nice. See you next week.
Bye bye. See you next week.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
Have a good
For
day.
all.
Too.
Luego.
Hasta luego.